Hey everybody, it's Daniel Critton from DCNFs and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. Leave a notification on so you not miss DTV at its best. And right now, I'm a little disappointed this morning because a couple of days ago I was at 733 subscribers. Now I'm back down to 732 subscribers. I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. I try to run a decent but fair show. And for every time, I'm going to get the shout outs in a few moments. For every time we lose a subscriber on my show, that sets our goal back. That backslides the show. It makes it harder for me to give you the information and the presentations that you need to make this show more interesting beyond others. And I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Like it or not, the Spidey on Nash show, DCNF was presented Power Players. Sooner or later, it will be the #1 show on YouTube, on the PlayStation community. And like all shows, they're being immediately following on Facebook. For every time this show gets a setback, which brings up to my code of conduct called State of Direction. And for those who don't understand what that is, State of Direction is consists of, this is my way of being in good grace with DC Networks and Power Players, the PlayStation community, and the YouTube community. Alright. For every time we get a subscriber, I give out one State of Direction every month. Now I'm gonna be fair with you. I'm gonna be fair with everybody. The day this show hits over 1,000 subscribers, the day this show gets our first one, if not 2K subscribers. But I'm gonna keep it real. The day this show finally gets that 1,000th subscribers, I will do a State of Direction once every year. I think that's fair. But it's unfair to me because, again, people unsubscribe to the show. Again, this is where comments come in. I do read just about each and every comment. If you guys don't want to leave comments on the show, there's an email address containing to this show, and it's pronounced Tiamat. That's TIAMAAT 2004 at yahoo.com. That is my own personal email address. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be fair. I don't check my email every day. Let's get that straight right now. I do check my email at the beginning and the end of every month. Any ideals, any thoughts, something that need to be attention towards the show, if there's anything you don't understand, comments, emails, they matter. At least they matter to me. Now, because now we're back at 732 subscribers, come December, hate to do this, but you're going to get 2 State of Directions for that month. I'm a man of my word, especially when it comes down to this show. And I'm going to give out shout outs within another 2 more minutes. As you can see, I'm getting dressed for work. I'm going to be leaving out soon. We're going to get into topics of movies and games in a minute, but just keep that as a reminder. Even if you guys unsubscribe to the show, leave in comments. There's an old saying, closed mouths don't get fed. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me if it's something you don't understand. Tell me if it's something that you want to see. And for years, I've been saying this for the longest. I'm just 20% of the show. for those who may or may not know what I do. I'm just a name, the face, gotta keep the bills paid. I try my best to keep these stupid trollers off of here. There's a lot going on my plate at 20%, and I'm doing the majority of all the work to keep you guys entertained, to keep you guys fulfilled as far as on certain topics in the world. And the list goes on and on. That's my 20%. The 80% are you guys. For every time you leave a comment in, for every time somebody subs to the show, for every time we get viewers watching the show, for every time we get moderators that's helping me out, trying to keep the riffraff off the show, that's the 80%. Here's the best part on both sides. I'm not asking for one dime. I'm not asking for one penny. You know, I'm not. Only thing I ask is your love, your support, your undivided attention for DCN Networks Presents Power Players. I'm going to say it over and over again. It will be the number one show, the number one show on YouTube, on the PlayStation community, both of them. And immediately following, it goes straight to Facebook every time. Let's talk about, I still got a few moments. It's 7 minutes, in fact, it's 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the show. Let's talk about movies. Talk about movies for the month of November. And I'm going to see this on the 22nd. Gladiator 2. And this is like the sequel from the first one. And you got an amazing star of cast of people in there. You got Connie Nielsen, she's from the first Gladiator. Then you have Pedro Pascal, he's in it for the first time ever. Denzel Washington, he joins the Gladiator universe. This movie comes out November 22nd. Give me 30 seconds, I'll be right back. Okay, I don't understand that. Okay, I'll get back to that. But yeah, Gladiator 2. All right, it will be released November 22nd. I can't wait for that to come out. I think that's going to be amazing. And back to what I was saying when my phone gave me a message. I'll check it out later. Denzel Washington, he's part of the Gladiator universe. Branch Sushi 2 stream suggestion. Never talk about religious, race, or politics. Okay. I'm going to clear all three of those areas right now. And again, shout out goes out to Bronx Sushi 2. You've been a huge member of the show for years. Let's talk about religion right quick. First of all, I ain't got nothing against religion, because no matter who you serve, in the end, we all serve one God. So as far as religious wise, I'm neutral on that. Race, I'm not prejudiced. I am definitely not prejudiced. I'm an equal to everybody. I love all nationalities. So I'm not racist, if that's what you're referring. Politics. Anybody knows my show. Politics are like 3% on my show. I've been doing my show for this month, it'll be 11 years. All those three things that you say to me right now, even if I did, they all have one thing in common. They all neutral, especially politics. I'm not a big fan of politics. If I do bring anything up that's politics, it's brief. It's very, very brief on my show. But other than that, rarely. For those who've been watching my show for the longest, they know how I operate things. But one thing about my show, I do, if anything else, I keep it real. I keep it straight 100. At the same time, I've changed my attitude on certain things within over a year, considered for the fact I recently had a heart attack this year around this time. So now I'm being more cautious on what I do now. That warning label at the bottom of the screen speaks for itself. It says, it must be 18 or older, need more subscribers, no trollers allowed. Thank you for your support. That's exactly what it is. All right. So religion, I'm neutral. Race, neutral. Love everybody. Politics, 3%. That's it. As far as every other topics I bring to my show, for those who know who I am, I talk about anime, I talk about gaming, I'm talking about movies, I'm talking about cosplay, I'm talking about uh, certain events that goes on in the world, like what's hot, what's not, what's in and what's out. For those who've been watching me of this month of 11 years, I don't implicate, replicate, or duplicate anything I do on my show. Okay? And if it's something you don't understand about the show, comments are the most important thing of all. Subscribers are the most important thing of all. Gladiator 2, November 22nd. It's going to be a day one for me, right around the time for the Thanksgiving holidays. And then you have another movie that is coming out in November. I'll pull it up in a second once I find it. I love anything that's Disney. Moana 2 will be released. I'll pull that up for a second. November 27th. So you have two good holiday movies right around it for Thanksgiving. Or should I say before or after Thanksgiving. You want to take the kids, the grandkids, nieces, nephews, cousins, even if it's just a little small date night for you and your significant other. I'm a huge fan of Disney. You definitely want to see Moana 2. I've seen the trailer for it. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he comes back as Maui with the giant magical fish hook, and it looks funny. I still got the first Moana on home video, and to see this when it's come out, more than likely I'm gonna probably see both of them. Who knows? I might see both of them the same day. Leave in the comments and let me know, is you guys going to see Moana 2? Next, you got games coming out this month, and one of them I'm about to bring up right now. The Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Yes, this game should be coming out in about another week or so, and I'll blow this up for a second. This game is also coming out for the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. It's like $59, but here are some of the games that you're going to get on this system. You're going to get X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to get the Punisher co-op game. And you could play this online. Now, once this game come out, I'm going to do an exclusive. So it's on the 4. More than likely, I'm either going to play it on the 4 or update it and just run it on the 5. And you want to add this to your gaming collection. And I really want to get this game because I enjoy playing it even back in the days on the arcade. But it has my favorite overall game on there, X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I can't wait to play it. Leave in the comments if you guys going to pick up a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom, the Fighting Collection. And speaking of games that I have out now, if you haven't get this, get this. I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. Definitely get Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. That's available out right now. Definitely get your hands, and this is a reversible cover, but I changed it around, but you can still get this. Get Sonic and Shadows Generation. That's available out now. And I'll be getting back on this game soon. you also want to get Undisputed. These are the three main titles that is out right now. I'm having a ball really playing all three of them, especially the Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. Is amazing. I love it. It's something great to play with. So we go from there. I'll be getting this movie on home video this week, and that's Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm ordering from Amazon. I hate I had to pay the $40, but I'm like, no, I can't miss out on a Marvel movie like this. And then you got to consider for the fact that Deadpool and Wolverine was like one of the biggest blockbuster movies of the year. So now I could have got the Steelbook, but on Amazon they wanted way too much money. I'm not paying those $69. That ain't happening. So I should be I should be having that in my collection this week. I think I paid $40 for it. That's for the 4K ultra high definition, the Blu-ray, and I like movies with the digital copy, so I can download it on my tablet or on my phone and watch it anytime I want. So I would highly recommend, if you don't have this movie towards your collection, get it. Especially if you have a Marvel collection like I do, you definitely want to add Deadpool and Wolverine straight up. And who knows, any other movie that come out? Because I'm like 3 movies behind. I haven't really bought a movie in like 5 months. So yeah, I'm long overdue. It's time to get some movies. All right, next. Um, I'm glad that this store is back on the scene now. We lost Toys R Us maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, but now I was checking out the news 2 weeks ago here in here in the state of Illinois, in Burbank, Illinois. They reopened up a Toys R Us, and I just want to say to the people at Toys R Us, welcome back. Again, I'm a former employee of Toys R Us. I used to be a Toys R Us kid, and hopefully they will, rebranch everything back out, and for the newer generations, well, the older generation, realize what Toys R Us is. And again, I've been a fan of it my whole life. So again, to the Toys R Us Corporation, thank you for coming back. Now I have future grandkids. Some of them don't even know what Toys R Us is. So hopefully, on my bucket list before I leave God's world, I would love to take some of my future grandkids to Toys R Us. And then you got to think Christmas will be here before you know it. Sure, you got some that's still into the games and the tablets and all that other stuff, which I think is cool. But for like the little ones that's like, under the age of 10 years old, stuff like that, you want to give them some little imagination. And whether if it's old school, I don't care if it's G.I. Joe, Transformers, My Little Pony, everybody know who Barbie is, and some of the board games, the bikes, all that stuff. So again, as a former employee of Toys R Us and to the Toys R Us Corporation, thank you for coming back, because now you give the old school and the new school generation a chance to recapture their imagination. Just taking your kids, just even if they don't buy a toy, just have them run through the store and let them pick out their favorite toy. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I think that's the problem with the world now. They forgot what it's like to rekindle their imagination. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love gaming. I love, that sort of thing. But sometimes we need to just rekindle our imagination a little bit. And that's what Toys R Us comes in. And I just want to say I'm happy. I'm looking forward to as far as more locations around the world, especially here in Chicago. And if they're watching this right now, please bring some back into the Chicago community, please. Yes, that will be a huge help. Because when I used to live on the south side, there was a Toys R Us. Well, it's not there no more. They changed it into a beauty supply place. It used to be one on 87th and Dan Ryan, and that was like my favorite hangout, especially when it come down as far as buying board games and video games and stuff like that. So to the Toys R Us Corporation that's happened to just watch the Spidey09 show right now, please make it worldwide again. Bring them all back. And this will be cool for you guys because Christmas is around the corner. I'm pretty sure, especially the little ones, the younger ones, at the age of under 10, get them something special. Hell, if they you wanna get that little girl that Barbie doll, get her that Barbie doll. If you wanna and get your son the Transformer toy, and yeah, that's the thing, Transformers are making a comeback too, because I'm a huge Transformer fan. Give them a little piece of imagination. That's all I'm saying. Toys R Us community, thank you, thank you, because now there's hope for the little ones, for them to realize the imagination has not gone away. Thank you so very much. And this is all of us from DCNX and Power Players. Branch out, man. We need more stores. Branch out, especially here in Chicago. Thank you. Next, let's see. We talked about that. We talked about that. Um, we're gonna put back up my banner. Okay. And don't forget, next month, December 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, DCN Networks and Power Players, we're going to be in the building, coming in Rosemont, Illinois, at the Donald A. Stevens Convention Center, will be Con Art Delete. Yes, we go every year. My birthday will be December 15th. Company of Learning, hi, thank you for being a part of the show. And I can't miss out on that. I can't wait to go to Con Art Delete. That's on the 22nd. Now I'm gonna have to work on my birthday this year, but I'm gonna take the 22nd off to hang out with my best friend, which I'm about to bring up right now. To the president and co-founder of DC, thank you so much. To the president and co-founder of DC Networks and Power Players, Sean the Genius Harris, and everybody at the Harrison headquarters on the south side of Chicago. To Sean's sister April, they're both like the king and queen of anime here in Chicago. Shout out goes out to you. And then if you want to check out exclusive anime advice, information, who knows, maybe a couple of vintage videos from time to time, check out DCN Anime Club on Facebook, and it'd be under Sean Ballin, and tell him that Player One from DCN Networks and Power Players sent you. Not only is he an anime expert, he's also the official Godzilla expert for all your Godzilla informational needs. So you definitely want to check that out. Shout out goes out to his daughter, my goddaughter, Sarah. Shout out goes out to you. I love you. We also need to give a shout out to Company of Learning again, one of the biggest supporters of our show. I've been knowing this guy for years. Thank you so very much. Uh, to my West Side family, the Redmonds, shout out goes out to you guys. To my immediate family, the Crittens, Colognes, Johnsons, and Millsaps, shout out goes out to you. To the love of my life, Demetri Ann Johnson, the future Mrs. Crittenden, shout out goes out to you. To her grandkids, my future grandkids, greatest treasures in the world. Wouldn't want to part them for anything in the world. Shout out goes out to you guys out in Gary and Hobart, Indiana. Shout out goes out to you. My future mother-in-law, Miss Jackie. Yeah, I know. Shout out goes out to you. To my future brother-in-law, Brad. Shout out goes out to you. Who else I need to give a shout out to? To everybody in North of Sheffield Commons. Officer D will be back in the mall this afternoon, or should I say this morning, to protect the mall from the forces of evil. Shout out goes out to the dangerous one himself, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia. To my other brother, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorne. Check out Thorne Theater Reviews. He I mean, I give out good reviews, but this guy, I'm trying to learn from the best. He give out some of the most greatest, incredible reviews. Check it out. And if you get the chance, sub to his show. All right. We also need to give a shout out to the guru, Larry Leonard, at the Larry Leonard headquarters on the south side of Chicago. When I get the chance, We talked last night about Star Wars, so hopefully I will come up with some Star Wars ideals real soon for the show. Just to let you guys know. Who else? To my brother in New York City, Matt Unique, aka Prince Unique. He's the co-host of my show, so every now and then he'll come on time to time to, you know, help give his thoughts and ideas towards the show. Well appreciated. Shout goes out to you. Who else? To my sister, Christina Ball, aka Wednesday. Shout outs out to you. To her daughter, Heaven, my niece. Love you. Shout outs out to you. And let me get this out the way right now before I end my show. Give me 1 second, because this is very important. Because I'm doing everything from my tablet, by the way. Here we go. And like always, if this is your birthday month of November 9th, 2024, happy birthday from all of us, some DC Networks and Power Players. My next guess is, do I give out birthday shout outs? It's really no problem at all. One, you seriously have to sub to the show. The most important thing of all. Two, you leave in a comment as far as the day of or the day after. And three, if I happen to see it within the comments, within those guidelines, or whatever you want to say, I will be more than gladly to say it on the show. So your birthday is important. I have no problem giving you a shout out on your birthday. It's really nothing. It's no big deal. It's cool. All right. Next, let's see what else I got to do. We go back to this. Give me a second. Okay, I'll talk to her in a minute. Who else? I also want to give a shout out to some of my friends on the Facebook community. Shout out goes out to, again, Company Learning. He's also part of the Facebook community. Shout out goes out to you. Who else need to give a shout out to? Haven't heard from him in a while. Mr. Pikes, Banter Army. You know, kill the Save the chickens. We're gonna leave it at that. I'm trying to keep it neutral. Shout out goes out to Mr. Pike Panther Army, my brother Mike Willis and his wife. Shout out goes out to you. Love you. Miss you guys. To my video game sensei and guru, I haven't heard from in a long time. Roderick Strong. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? Another good friend of mine. I haven't heard from in years. I'm gonna give him a shout out right now. One of my closest boys, Jason Black. Hey, it's been a while, man. I haven't heard from you really like almost close to 20 years. I got my own show. Get in contact with Sean. Let him know, hey, we need to talk. We seriously need to talk for real. But again, to the infamous Jason Black, shout out goes out to you. Who else I need to give a shout out to? Close friend of mine, Margie Vallejo. You know, very close, love her to death. Shout out goes out to you. And if I miss anybody in the shout outs, please leave in comments. Marie and Morgan Cambridge, my best friend, shout out goes out to you. To Morgan, she's like a daughter to me. I love you. Shout out goes out to you. Holidays is coming up, so let me know around Thanksgiving. In fact, leave in the comments on any plans of what you guys are going to do on the Thanksgiving holiday. Is there a certain kind of special dish you want to eat on the holidays? Besides turkey, everybody loves turkey. I know I do. Okay, and these things are important. So please leave in comments, sub to the show. And again, shout out goes out to my moderators. Shout out goes out to the viewers, to the subscribers, to the comments. They mean so much to me. Leave in comments. You know, that matters. If something you don't understand, just tell me. I'll try everything in my power to make it possible. Okay? And is anybody else I'm missing? Haven't heard from in a while. Shout out goes out to Demetria Odom. Hope she feels well, her and her family. Shout out goes out to you. And again, I also want to give out another shout out to the guru again, Larry Leonard, to his mom that's, still trying to recovery. I hope she gets better. I hope she feels well. My strength and my blessings go out to her. So again, shout out goes out to Mrs. Leonard. Shout out goes out to Larry's sister Billy and to everybody in Larry's community. They're like my biggest fans of the show. So I pray that she gets well, brother. I really do. Seriously. Shout out goes out to that. All right. And that's about it. My little robot buddy is pushing on break. And I'm about to end this show. And don't forget, this week we are going to get back into some continuous gameplay on Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, Sonic and Shadows Generations, and Undisputed. And once the new Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection game comes out, you're going to see some exclusive gameplay on that. And please, tell all your friends about the show. Tell everybody, your friends, your family, your co-worker, whoever. Holidays is coming. Come on, let's get that 800 mark. Christmas time coming. You want to know what I really want for Christmas on this show? I would love more than anything to get that 1,000 subscribers. Once we do that, we can take this show to new heights. I'm serious. But I can't do it alone. So it's a team effort. Let's make all this happen. And I'm about to end my show right now. In 3, 2, 1. Hear that music? That means my shout out Saturday morning updates. November 9th has come to a closure and its final destination. Well, that's it. I'm about to end the show. Thank you so much for your time and patience because in a few moments I gotta go to work. Yes, but don't worry. This week you're gonna see some more exclusive gameplay on the 3 games that I mentioned. Not to mention, we're still waiting on Marvel vs. Capcom. So in a way, it's gonna kind of be like 4 games once I get that, and we go from there. Oh yeah, and if there's a certain game you want me to play on PlayStation, if it's a certain game you need tips on or you don't understand, leave it in the comments. If it's a certain game you want me to give you advice on, leave in comments. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. About to go do my crime fighting day and get this day over with. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC and Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later, and later I'll see everybody next time on the wild side. I'm out of here. Peace. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. It's Darnell Crittenden from DC and Networks presents Power Players. Whatever you do, other than keep playing your games, just enjoy life. Public service announcement to Chicago, to the world. I say this every show. Put those guns down. It ain't worth it. Put them up, put them away, put them down. Real truth. I'm out of here. Peace.